Hi everyone. Oh, forgot my lights. Sorry. So, how are you all doing? I'm doing pretty well. Got a whole bunch of good stuff today. So, today in the mail, I got... Oh, man. There. Alright. So, I need to projector this so I can see. There we go. My hair sticking up. That's what I need to see. Yeah. Alright, so, today in the mail, I got this little guy. So, that's a nice little processor. Of course, I don't have a 2011 V3 chipset or motherboard, so I had to pick up this guy too. Good morning. Yeah. I'm hoping I can get all of this into my computer tomorrow, but I'm waiting on my mail tomorrow because in the from the USPS, I'm expecting my RAM. So I can't do anything with all that stuff until I get the RAM tomorrow. So depending on how things go tomorrow, I may or may not be streaming. I'll keep you up to date with my Twitter account. So enough of that. I think people want they want Lightwave and all sorts of programming stuff. I have to admit though, last few days I've been really considering starting up my WoW account. The reasons I don't is because last time I played it, I did not enjoy it. I mean, it basically became a super grind just to be able to keep all my keep making enough gold that I could actually pay off getting a new account token. I'd pay the money every month, but I don't make that much. The only way I can do it is by farming the gold, and that gets boring after a while. And also what's there to do? I mean, there's all the new content, but then there's all the old content that I really love, but it just goes by so fast. It gets upsetting sometimes. So, all right, let's take a look at the code, huh? All right, so I haven't done too much. I went looking because I wanted to actually make some tab choices things, because I want to be able to switch, whether we're doing import options or configuration stuff. The problem is I don't know how to switch the tabs. The tabs are there, I just don't know how to switch them. So if we load up real quick, I'll show you what it's doing. See, I got them right here. They don't do a damn thing. My goal is to actually have it that, when you have importing, it does file to load and then all the options. When you go to config, it has the WoW directory and the Lightwave directory. The only reason to have the WoW directory was in my initial version, I was actually just going to have MPQ support added. But with the new system, the cask files that they use, it's much harder to do. Now, it's not impossible, it's just much harder. So right now we're mainly just focusing on, you have to get the files out yourself, and then you can import them. So that's where we currently are at. My keyboard's dirty. I had to wash it or something. There's dust and hair and everything. Oh well. So yeah, right now that does nothing. So let's go back to unless I can, I need to find a good example of tab choice control. Yeah, and right now I'm just leaving it as that, having to actually have a setup where I can in the plugin read the CAS files. That could be way too problematic for me. Because it basically means that whenever they make a change to that, I have to be able to support that. And CAS files don't have a list of all the files that are in them. They just list off the files. It's your job to actually have a list of where the files are and where they go. And if your list happens to match up with what's actually there, then it goes, oh, okay then, Yeah, that's this file. I honestly don't know how people find find the files originally. That would be fun to learn. Anyways, when we last left off last night, we were trying to parent items. Now we're trying to, right now, parent the null that we just got. And it's not doing anything. We're telling it the ID number, which, as far as I know, is accurate. But the command is, that plus, WMY ID. I don't know how to combine them into a single string. But integer seems to be, function. Yeah, the basic function seems to be integer. Which means it should be doing parent item and then that. Now, the WOMID equals, info select item 0. Because we know that. Yeah. Alright, so right now we have all these doodads going on. Alright, add null. String. DDS name. Let's just get that all down to one command, because we don't need command. We just use buff. Don't search for it. Alright. So, we can probably use buff up here too, but ooh, I like this music. Yeah, Totem of the Grizzlemaw. Seriously, Lord of what is it? I can't think of its name. Wrath of the Lich King. Seriously, best expansion. I almost put Cataclysm up there, but Wrath, definitely. So many wonderful things about that. Okay, so let's see if we can't do a Lightwave Commands parent item search. Maybe somebody has an, Hi, Red-Eyed Zerg. How you doing? Huh. No, this tells me the same thing. Parent in place problem. Ooh. Item ID to string. There's a command for that? There's all sorts of... Ah. Yeah, if I could find... Get item ID to string. That's what I really want. Because if I can find it here, I might be able to convert it in C++. In the third post. 2, 3. Get objects, get cameras, get lights. No. Return SDK items to what? No, it's No, I want those. Masterclass. More Python. You know what? Let's do this. Minus Python. I don't want fucking Python in here. And this gives me nothing. Okay. And actually, yeah, let's do this. We'll go to common. String. There, Lightwave ID to string. Lightwave item ID. In. So now we'll do a car. Maybe I need to... Alright, so now I can do a string B equals A. Return B. So there we go. That should do it. Or maybe I should do this as a car. Nah, I'm fine. So what was that again? Oh yeah, Lightwave ID to string. And you know, I could actually do this as a string. And we'll dump this in here. Like that. Alright, let's see if this works. If it does, that changes a few things. Whoa! Okay. Now that should work. I keep forgetting sometimes I have to put inline on things. See? Worked just fine. Now let's see if it actually does something. Alright. Fingers crossed. Okay. Well, the name's crazy. The name is wrong. Okay, I think we seriously screwed something up here. Let's take a quick look at the log. Yeah, the log's crazy. Alright, so where did we fuck up? Add null, DSS name. Oh. That'd be where. Alright, did it show as the doodad set name? Oh no, I had the doodad set name right. Alright, so that's good. Okay, and I'm looking at it. Here's the WOID that we used. That's the one we generated. And that's the integer. Interesting. Huh. Return it as a string. WOID is that. But if you return it as an integer, it's that. That is fascinating. That means if I turn this into an integer, what would that do? Alright, so now the name should be correct. And... ha! Alright, got the proper set name. Good. Is it where we want, though? No, it is not parented. Yes, reload. Parent item. Add in. Okay. Why is that different from that? IDS You know what? Let's not do that. Let's do this. I don't know why it's different, but apparently it is. So we'll just change that to 0. Oh. I keep forgetting to close that. Alrighty. Okay. Proper name. Not parented. Tell us your secrets! Alright, so... since float seems to be a bust, let's do this and then lightwave to string. Meanwhile, I'm going to try that. And just to be safe, all right. Yeah, I know they're still causing, concerns about that, about all sorts of concerns. Concerns about the concerns. Alright, so... no? That does not work either. Okay, well, this number is the same. So... now, this number, however, is not. This number changes. So let's see. And that's assuming that my lightwave to string thing is right. All right. All right, so we're adding the string. That's fine. I keep forgetting that. I swear one day I'll remember. I'll remember. Huh. The day you remember is the day this thing works. And even then, not then. Alright, it's not going to work. I know that. Okay, look. That number should be the same here, but it's not. So... something here is fucked up. Let's make this unsigned. No, I gotta find a way to do this. Oh. Close. At least I got it closed in time. That was a long shot. Why are these still different? Alright. I admit, I have no idea what that is, so fuck it. Now, it should be an integer of some kind, but we already know that doesn't work. So, I need an example. Item info. This. Ooh, Crystal Song Forest. Parent item flips coordinates. You get it to work? Alright. Add null, add position, add rotation. Parent item, target bone. Oh, this is L script. Parent item ID. Interface. And that's what we're doing, interface. Let's close this before we get too deep into here. Interface global, which I created, which lets me recreate, lets me call just that whenever I need. It's actually really helpful. Especially in here where I need to call it multiple times in order to, you know, get up-to-date information. So, items is a null-terminated array of item IDs. That's exactly what we want. And down here they have a demo of it actually working too. So, and we copied this. Yeah, ID equals all that. And then there have the IDs. And they go through them. And we do that too. So it should work, provided XID is the same. Oh, maybe in here they still talk about XID. Oh, and although an item identifier, Lightwave ID, item ID, may appear to be 64-bit value on some platforms, huh. Wait. P? Let's try that. I have no idea what that is. Huh. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing. Maybe it will destroy the world. Or, more likely, it'll just crash Lightwave. That's assuming it, is completely, messed up. It could be it just, gives me bad information. Or it could be, that... Yeah, it does feel like that sometimes. What? P works. I don't know what the fuck P is. Ah, that's it. That is a proper item number. So we found it. Booyah. So now we're actually getting the proper information and it parents. That's awesome. So now we can actually go ahead and start building up our doodad collection. I'm sorry it took so long to figure that out, but at least now we know. And it took me reading just this little bit. I don't know how often I glossed over it because, like, oh, it's hex. It has nothing to do with what we're doing with. Well, apparently it does. Alright, so now we know P is the magic word. Or the magic combo. So now I can delete all... no, I'll leave that. Actually, I could probably just do that. Yeah. And then suddenly it all clicks and it's all going much better and faster. Alright, so now that we have that, that should make things easier for us. Now we can uncomment this. Doodad set. Now, fortunately, we don't need to get in info too often. I mean, we get it on the main one and each doodad set. As far as I know, doodads can't be parented to each other, so we don't need to worry about that. Set that to P, add null. So that should deal with that. Let's make sure that this works. And hey, no bugging issues. No more, oh, it doesn't quite work! So let's see how many nulls it creates. Just one. Okay, so actually I think that's where we need to go back and work on our WMO reading. Oh no, we got doodad instances here. D equals DES first. So doodad list D equals DD. Now they should all have the same name. Because I know I worked on something that would let me do, you know, read data into character vector. Huh. Character vector to string. Maybe I need to do string character to... it's like I need a function that will read all of the strings, add zero terminate it, or it's like we need the source data and then read. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. I mean, it is something we need to do, but alright, there's that. Oh. Yep, just set global. So do I have to not do this? There we go. I do like that I can just say okay and it automatically loads something. Whoa! Yeah, that was the problem. And are they all properly parented? They are. Cool. Now let's just double check this. Yep. Alright. Numdoodad's 41. Okay, I can comment these out. Alright, so the next step is to move it. Ah, just position. I think it's double. Alright, I'm going to assume it's a float. Float and a float. Although I shouldn't, they're actually doubles. But, you know, I think float's the closest I can get in here. So, dd dot position dot x dd dot pause dot y and dd dot pause dot z. Now I'm almost certain that these are wrong. Why? Because Lightwave likes to screw things up. Most specifically, if we come over here to this, we could just go position equals position, but they like to do a dot position dot z and negative a dot position dot y. Why? I'm not sure. That's just their system. So let's see if our thing did it right, and all our things are properly positioned or close to it. Now we know they aren't all candles, but so we're going to have to find a way around that. Well, I'm not seeing them moved. Or am I? Well, they are all moved. That does look somewhat right, but the scale is obviously off. At least they're all positioned. It's like it was normalized, but in a weird way. Do I have to scale them? Let's take a real quick look at C++, printf. Oh, P is pointer address. So that's good to know. Decimal floating case, uppercase. Ah. Yeah, that it could be true. It's just we don't have that, scaled. Except I don't think that has a scale, so. Also, some of the positions look right, but some others do not. Yeah, that's not right. Now it could be that, it actually does work as advertised. I doubt it, but maybe. Huh. Let's scale this up. Yeah. Oh. Scaling one candle. The wrong thing. But, they were like this before. And that's still wrong, but... Hey, Ceiling Waffle, thanks for following. Okay, I think this is an instance where I'm actually going to go back to the old WoW model viewer. Ooh, maybe it's in Nogget. Yeah, let's look at Nogget real quick. Doodad sets. Model instance. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to look at model viewer in a second. I just want to see if I can find that data in here first, but I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know Nogget nearly as well as I know model viewer. So, let's see. WoW model viewer. Now, I have no idea if the source code for the current one has anything like that. A lot of the old code is still sort of in here, but it's been either disabled or, you know, pushed off somewhere else. And then there's stuff like this where he just has basically started over. Now here's all the old code where he reads it. Now, if you look carefully, you can see that this is basically the same thing. So, all right, WoW model instance. Where is that in here? That's group, material, light. We're going to need to get into light soon. Model instance. Here we are. Pause. Okay. Check me. Model. Okay. Load model. Alrighty. Model instance in it. Well, he's reading the data just straight. Okay, yeah, this is out of date severely. So let's close all that. And I'm going to revert this to a time where I know it worked. Wow, that's a long way back I have to... Oh, damn, almost straight from the... straight to the beginning. Alright. Yes, we're going to update to that. Now, this is a huge update change that I'm doing. You can't see it because it's on the other screen, but I'm basically reverting the code back to 7.05. So, this is the code as it was way back when. So hopefully this should actually give us a little bit more information. Load models, that's still the same. Alright, translate. He's just going straight from position. And scale is negative on... Okay. Huh. So rather than rotate the model, because if you look here, it's, it should be, X, Z negative Y. Here, they just, scaled it in two negative directions. Oh, temp equals pause Z. Oh, wait, here, they fix it. You think you could have done it a different way, but, oh, well. Whatever works. Okay, I think I understand. But here's the crazy part. I don't! Okay, it looks like that they do this thing. Of course, they do it a little bit later on. First thing they do is read it into position. Then they do a temp equals pause Z, so they give pause Z. Make pause Z negative Y, which is what we're doing up here. And then Y equals pause Z. So, this is, the correct way to do it. Just right there. And I actually have this backwards right here. So that needs to be 3, 2, 1, 0. Anything else I need to worry about? Yeah. You read W, then you read... Okay. Grand Stormwind. I miss Stormwind. Okay, if I'm reading it right, this is how this works. Which is a little weird, but okay. But rotation won't change where the objects are in terms of positioning. Alright, let's, we're going to revert the code back now. So, update it. Back to where it should be. Because it didn't really help too much. If I recall correctly, it never really helped too much. And I just realized where I can find the right code. Quick! Back to 7.5! Because I already have all this code done. Well, I have all the math and everything done. So yeah, that is accurate as far as I can tell. Unless I have, other numbers wrong. But X looks about right. Z is a concern. But you gotta wonder, okay, where's the code that he's talking about? Well, I'll tell you where it is. Right here. Export Lightwave. This is the exporter that I wrote, way back when WoW Model Viewer worked. And I did a shit ton of work in here. This is literally hard coding all of this data that we have already started pulling out natively. But I'm hard coding it here, so weight maps, polygon chunks, tags, vertices, clips, surfaces, lots of surface data. Scene helpers, here we are. So, right Lightwave scene bone, scene object, here we are. Alright, so, scene object, object parent type. Alright, so layer ID, doing the bones, that's the parenting. Wow, it doesn't do position here? Interesting. And then there's the scene. Okay. Scene data. Still amazing music. I'm looking at this code and I'm thinking, oh god, I can do this so much better now. I can compress this all the way to hell. And that's the little bit of code I wanted. If I had that earlier, I wouldn't have to do, masking. Alright, lights, cameras. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm drinking too, but I'm drinking like healthy Botanic Farms vanilla chai tea. It's very delicious. I'd probably, drink this stuff all day if I could. Okay, here we are. Right motion array. Now, if I recall, that's way up here somewhere. Or not? Is that in the... Jesus Christ, this is a lot of data. Well, that's good too. I don't know, maybe is it in my header? I don't think I did stuff in my header. The worst part is all this code's still here and it's still perfectly good, and I'm pretty certain, The new guy is probably going to, you know, completely bypass all of it. Ooh, a structure. Plus. Oh, it is actually here. So, motion array. Position XYZ. Okay, that's all right. Okay, so now gather M2, gather WMO. Here we are. Process groups, scene data, gathering scene data, gathering lights. Doodads. Here we are. This is where we're at. Alright, so... It actually took me quite a long time to get this to work. I remember, you know, doing a lot. And the nice part is, I could literally just, you know, lift this code up and you know, use it if I had to. Alright. Well, I couldn't just use it. I'd love to, but... You know, there's quite a bit of difference between what we're doing now and what we're doing here. Process doodad set. So, model instance. File name, file name, file name. DMAT. Oh, I have to use a fucking matrix? Oh, here we are. Okay, so let's, you know, close this. And I think we will do this here. Yeah, we'll do this here. Okay, so negative position Z, regular position Y, negative position X. My nose has been stuffed up forever. Literally, I've had a stuffy nose since November. Don't know what it is. It just will not go away. I thought it was the cold several times, but nope. Okay, so... Okay, no, I'm looking at it. There is definitely some, you know, Matrix shit going on here. I was going to shave today, but things didn't happen the way I wanted, so I'm probably going to shave immediately after the stream tonight. So yeah, I'm looking at this. DMAT, translation, position. DMAT. What is DMAT being used for later on? Or is it just actually translating? Or is it getting the translation? and dumping it into that. I have to look at matrix. And translation. I don't know about that. Transpose. Is that what we had over here? No translation. Oh, there's new translation. Ah, translation. At vector t. Yeah, it dumps it into that. So, in order to get the proper numbers, we actually have to use a freaking matrix. Ah. Fortunately, we have the function all right here. So we'll just copy that into our source files. Actually, it'd probably be better to do this. It solves a couple of things. So, matrix. Pragma once. Goliath online. Yes, hail the Matrix! Alright, so I think this was under classes we had all this shit. Yep, under classes. Actually, I could... yeah, delete Matrix. And we'll just put it under classes. And we have everything here anyway, so why the hell not Matrix? There we go. Half pi is defined on a common, or defines, isn't it? No. There we go. Now we've got half pi. And that, little boys and girls, is how we get a matrix. So now we can actually, deal with matrix shit out here now. Question is, do I want to deal with it here, or do I, just create a super matrix? Nah, we'll do with it inside. The matrix, the matrix. Now this is actually something I did when I was working in WoW Model Viewer. Is I would often do crazy things like, matrix. And then I need like a vector 3D. So I go vector 3D Neo. So yeah, crazy stuff like that. So let's see now. I've got the matrix. Don't need that for right now. So DD mat. So Okay, so the matrix. And what did I want to do? I want to... Well, first I need to, get the rotations and everything. But scale equals dd scale scale. There we go. So because that's a vector 3D that we already did, we can just dump that directly into scale. So first thing we do is we scale it. I completely forgot how much I hate the matrix. But I've also remember how much it helps. So alright, so now we need to get the quaternarian stuff. So quaternarian Q rot equals oh, we already have that actually. DD position, the matrix dot Q rotate DD rotation. So, if I'm reading this correctly, we just translated all this data. So now, using the data that we have set up here, it should I emphasize, get us into, okay. That's a lot of warnings. $222. Better? Apparently not. Well, a little better. Not a whole lot, but a little. But let's see how it performs. Okay. Well, they're still much too small to tell. But initials is... no, that's the same. It's the goddamn same. So what the hell? Am I building this too big? Does this need to shrink? If that was true, I could just, scale this up. But that still puts it in wrong positions. So all right, let's double check that we're doing this right. Scale which is what we grabbed. We don't have to worry about that because that's, you know, something different. This is what comes out of the thing. This is what comes out. And this, direction plus W. Do I have that backwards? You know, let's see. W. Okay, no, that's right. And when it comes out, it actually W is at the end. So this should work. Z, negative Z, Y, negative X. Times equals 1. Alright, let's just try doing this too. Alright, and this is actually going to be DD rotation, get heading pitch X, yep. Y. Z. And negative on that. Oh, wait. No, quinarian to XYZ. Alright, where was that? You think, you know... Yeah, I wrote this, I think. But, I guess not. Guess that's not what I used. It's here, isn't it? No. Oh, that's right. I put it in utilities. Right? Vec 3D to string. I can see why I would need that. That's kind of cool. Okay, I have no clue where this function is. Oh, nope, not yet. check Vec 3D. Let's check Quinarian. Okay, I have no clue where it is, so frickin' open all. Find in all documents. Ah. Model export. Close all but this. Oh, all but this. There we go. Copy that. This kind of feels like a common thing. Or a classes thing. Nah, common. Okay, so back to the Lightwave exporter. Okay. So after the matrix, Vec 3D rot equals DD rotation, or actually we need to do a Vec 3D. X Y Z, close that, and then W. There we go. Oh, that's open. I feel like that should be a double. I don't hold out much hope for this working the way it should, but if it gets us close, I'm happy. Okay, I don't know what's going on here. I have the code the same. Now, granted, here it's actually, you know, then writing that data out. But that should be the same here. Okay. Put that off to the side for right now. I actually did get that going and working in WoW Model Viewer way back when. I don't think I can get it working with the new model though, WoW Model Viewer. It just doesn't quite work the same. All right. Doodad position. Doodad placement. Okay, so okay, so this is just going to read the raw data. I don't need more data than that just yet. Probably should read all the data, but that's all we need for right now. So. Oh, actual errors, huh? Oh. Can't find clamp, huh? The clamps! Is that something we did? Feels like it is. Just like float rand. Nope. At least not utilities. Alright, let's just real quick look for clamp. See if it's in here at all. Oh. Yeah. Okay, so it's definitely something we created. Just kind of felt like that, you know? was there. Okay, I seriously gotta fix that. Tired of seeing all those, warnings from Matrix. All right. Okay, so now close all. There must always be a Lich King. Okay, so here's the raw data that we're getting. And let's see. Doodad 1. So that's where this is. And it sure looks it's using like the same data. So looks like our matrix does shit. Although these are slightly rotated, but they're all rotated the same way. Okay, am I somehow hard coding crap in here? Oh, I think it's all to get the proper rotation from Q-Rot. Okay, so let's do float W and vec through EF. Okay, now from that, rot W. What's going on? Rot W. A dot rot W. A dot rotation. Go to definition. Oh, the other way around. Okay. Now we probably need to do just straight up everything. Because it's, you know, backwards. At least according from what I read in here. Okay, so there's still the question of what's going on with position. So now that we've fixed the rotation here, we don't have to do so much dancing with it here. And that just goes straight into all this. Alright, makes things a little easier. Left that open again. I'm never going to forget it. Never, ever, ever. Gonna remember it, at least. So something I learned yesterday is that these lights get pretty warm after about 4 hours. So now I could just do fucking that. I guess we're using the matrix in order to do the rotation. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, so there we get the animation data. And then it's looking for lights. Exporting its doodad models. Well, this is the best I can figure it out. Position and rotation. I suppose doing some scale would be helpful. May not do much, but it should give us some shift. Alright. Let's see how this does. I don't hold out much hope, though. Don't know why it's not working the way it should. Yowzers? $444. Oh, I got some of... Okay, obviously I think we're reading wrong data. So, but the position data has changed. But there's definitely something wrong with this scale data. So let's come back over here. There we go. That's better. So let's do a quick check. Now this is the chunk as I understand it to be. So what does it say over here? Doodad set. Let's see. Car times 14. Okay. Integer. Okay, I am not feeling too good about this right now. So I'm going to do some research real quick. Hex edit to the rescue! Okay, so there. Let's find Okay, doodad sets. Size is 32. There's 32. And then the lists. And then the actual doodads. Now, 1640. Now let's take a quick look at this again. The mod S chunk. Alright, so name. That set says 20, not 14. So and it's 0 terminated, so we're fine there. First doodad instance, 0. Number of doodads, 41. Unused. And that takes us right to the end. Now, if we look here, integer, that's 2. So, right there. And then int size. That's insane. So yeah, our structure is actually more accurate than this one. At least for the doodad sets. But don't take my word for it. You saw it here yourself. But that is only one. Let's do something a little bit more insane. Say Goldshire Inn. Let's take a look at that. As you can see, this is a lot bigger. A lot of data there. Group names. Here we are. There's the DOMs. 4 for size, 124. 14. Okay. Yeah, I know. Dun dun dun. Alright, that's 20 right there. Followed by start at 1. Number 88. Wow, 88 doodads. Unknown. And there, up to 20. So that is, set B. Start at 88. Go for 125. Holy shit, that's a ton. And this will follow the same pattern. 20. 303. Yeah, that makes sense. And another 333. And then another unknown. And then finally set A. So it starts there. Starts at 601. Has 233 instances. And there we go. We've now confirmed this on 2 that our format for mod S is accurate. I think there's way too many polys in there, way too many models in there, but we know that that's accurate. Now let's go back to the Altair Storms and look at mod D, mod SD, mod Dev. So, first step, come in here, model and instance. So what does it actually read though? Alright, mod S, mod D. Model instance MI. Eminent. DDS names. So if we come down here to init, all right, so it will first read 3 floats. Well, it has a float, sets up floats. First it reads 3 floats. The position, which if we look over here, is not what we're doing. Okay. Let's check out WoW programming. And now let's compare this to their older format in WoW Dev. Because I found that, there's a lot of people who do stuff in here and they update it and all that kind of stuff. And then I come back to this old version, and it's a lot more accurate. If it'll ever freaking load. Alright. At any rate, we can, start looking at some of the data in here. Alright, name offset, UNT32. 164. Okay. If we look here, it's actually reading XYZ. Oh. File name. Fread F12. So first thing it does is offset 4. Offset into the chunks model name. So okay, so yeah, first thing it does is read the file name offset. Okay. So then it reads 1 float, 2 floats, 3 floats. Now we have here, those are set as flags. What? No, I wanted the old site, damn it. This new site's out of date. Okay. Apparently, my website was trying to, you've got all sorts of stuff. As you can see, this site's out of this website's out of date. You should go to the newer one. There we go. All right. No, this has the same shit. That's completely wrong. So it reads file name, then floats. So, yeah. File name offset. That's a good one to keep. But then we have position for floats. Then rot W followed by rotation, followed by scale, I don't know what these flags are for. F read position. F read W. F read. Okay. So yeah, there. It's reading all the data that we need. And no crap. So let's come down here and double check. Nope, it's not doing anything else. So yeah. Our mod S chunk was probably way the fucked up. So now we should be able to get this other one to work. Let's see how it works with all that data proper in its proper location. Close all that. Yeah, it just didn't feel like it was... There we go. Yeah, that looks right. Yeah. Well, mostly right. I don't think the rotations are right, but position-wise, it looks good. Yeah, it uses quinarians. And look at that. That is definitely more accurate, so. Yep. And, granted, right now they're all listed as Big Candle, but that's because I don't have the name set up just yet. That's because, rather than doing something like, we have this one and this one and this one, they like, we're going to read all the data as a chunk, and then you just have to read into it. And I think I actually have something for that. There. I can see my other screen a little better. So I have no idea, what this, all this jackassery is about. So maybe this has, this is a little bit more accurate or recent. But at least with 2.0 models, this is, it just subtract all that. Great placement matrix. Well, that may be something we have to look into a little bit later, but for right now, I'm just happy to, all those nulls. And we are getting some rotation in here. If you look down here, we can scroll through them, and some are rotating, and others aren't. So I'm not sure if that's accurate. It is using our funky little matrix transformation stuff. course, then it's going through that, so. Oh. But at least now that works. So we'll have to eventually, we need to probably work on getting the proper names in there now. So right now we have read string into array for doodad names. Let's do a char vector. Yeah. I do want to look at this, though. Yeah, it looks right to me. So, WMO. Come back into vector char. Okay. So now we should be able to let's see, what are the other common things? Char vector to string. Yep. This is exactly what we need, so bravo. Good on me! I already did the hard work. So right there we've read that data, so now we just come in here and read char vector into string. We give them the char vector. And then we give them the offset, which would be dd, or ooh. Actually, we need to fix that first. Doodad string we'll do size T just because it's, you know, fun. Model name offset. Let's just make that clear. Alright, so now we're going back to WMO. Oh, no, wait. We're going back to Project Stormwind. That's right. Oh, no, wait. We do need to go back to WMO. Because b.modelNameOffset equals a.nameOffset. Hee. Now we can come back here and go dd name model offset and be happy about it. Oh. Dot. Oh, do I need to do that as a... Yeah, I probably do. There. Okay, so... Oh. I almost forgot, but I didn't. Build. Still got to fix that stuff with the classes. Ooh. Okay. Ah, there we go. Ooh, we crashed. So, I did something awful. I did something awful. At least when it crashes, we know we did something wrong. Oh, looks like it's actually doing something. Alrighty. Okay, those look like they're a little more crooked than usual. I mean... The fact that they're all tilting the same way kind of is a bad thing to me. But, look at that. All sorts of the same models and different models. Okay, so there's something wrong with the rotation, so we still need to work on that. But we've actually gotten pretty damn far today. Granted, you know, code-wise, all we've touched on is, you know, that really. Well, actually, you know, all we've ever touched is that. That's all the code that we've really done anything major with. But even so, it's huge leaps and bounds. But I'm very pleased with it. I mean, granted, we have added code to other, you know, files, but this is, you know, our big stuff. I think I can probably hide this from the log file now. Alright, go to definition. Yeah, that is the important thing. We still have to fix the rotations, because everything is tilted. Well, tilted. And we've got all the different files. So, we could, in theory, go through here and, you know, start loading up the M2 files for that. But we got to get the M2 loader made first. But still, this is an important first step. I kind of shudder to think what happens when I, try this with Dalaran. I mean, that was always one of my big things, is I want to be able to import Dalaran and do a kick-ass 3D movie in there. In fact, I even did a quick run-through on my old things. Let me bring that up, actually, first. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be checking another WMO first. But I'm going to pull up this video. I gotta find it first. It's like back on like one of my first pages. Ah, here it is. So yeah, Dalaran Layout Edition. Let me turn off the music. This was just done in layout. This was a preview. No rendering or anything. You know, I tried doing rendering and it just, you know, broke. So this is just like a layout preview. No, you notice there's no shadows, no shading. And you notice I had to fix those little gems. They weren't looking very good. You also notice there's no water. No portals, no people. But the fact was, I got this to export from, you know, what's it? WoW Model Viewer. I was very impressed I was able to get it out of WoW Model Viewer in this, you know, format. And the fact that it ran, you know, decent, I wouldn't say well. I mean, I'd love to come back and do all this again. Granted, this time, you know, we're going to have a shit ton more data. But having my exporter not only export all this stuff, but it also exported all the doodad placements. The problem was, you know, none of the doodad placements ever really worked. No, don't. Why is that always turned on? I hate that. And you got people that actually do stuff, you know, in Dalaran. But yeah, that's one of the things I did. Let's see. Oh, I did Still Alive. I did... Oh, I'm very proud of this Akama test.
The light will bless these dismal halls once again. I swear it.
It's a very simple one. Let me turn off the 3D. I think I can... Oh no, that's the best I can do is, you know, alright.
The light will bless these dismal halls once again. I swear it. The light.
But it was a test to see if I could do, like, good lip sync, so. I mean, I actually had to create that lip sync. It didn't exist. Yeah. Well... When I get this installed, that won't be an issue. Oh, hello, little guy. Ooh, you look pretty. Because you actually see the thing back here, so. I can't wait for tomorrow. Once the mail shows up, this gets put into my case. This gets put into my case. This gets put, you know, attached to that chip I just bought. And that will fix a lot of my CPU issues. I'm also doubling my RAM, which has actually been a concern, because I keep coming close, especially with all this work I've been doing. So, looking forward to that. And that will be tomorrow, and that might be the reason why I don't stream, is because the system's apart and I'm still working on it. We'll see how that goes. Okay, so let's clear the scene, and let's load up something insane. Let's try Goldshire. We've imported this before, but this will actually import with all the doodads. So that'll be something. Once we actually get these two levels working decently, I'll switch things out and see if I can't import Dalaran. Of course, I think I'll wait until I can actually import it with all the models. I do need to look up instancing, because they actually do support this. So, being able to... right now I'm only running 8 gigs of RAM. Tomorrow I will be running 16, and it's expandable up to 64, I think? Yeah, 64 gigs of RAM. I think this is a 40 lane. It should be 40 lane. I know that's not the chip, so I'm not concerned about that. I think it's the book and everything. Yeah, I shake it. You see the chip. It's not moving. Okay, so why has this paused? Yeah. Well, my plan was always to get 32. I'm getting 2 8 sticks tomorrow. And I should have... Let's see. Yeah. At 8 sticks... at 8 gigs a stick, I can get 64 gigs in here. Because I can fit 64... 8 gigs... 8 sticks in this. It's actually a really nice looking motherboard. I mean, look at that. It's got like all sorts of fun colors to it. But yeah, there's 8 in here, and I can, I'm only getting 2 sticks tomorrow, so that takes me to 16 gigs. I'm hoping to get to 32. That will make things a lot easier for me, especially when I'm doing my game development. Might go to 64 if I absolutely need it. There we go. That took a while. Alrighty. You can see here, all the doodads and everything, they're all still at the same rotations. I mean, I can see that just right now. So that they're all, the same rotations. So. Alright, so let's start coming in here. Now you'll notice that there's a whole bunch of stuff right in there. Well, that's as it should be because there's, several layers of doodads. Default layer doodad. So everything that's moving, default doodads. So those will be in basically every set. And that's all they are. Now the set B, I can take those all away. So, yeah. Down here, you'll see, that's set B. That's all the doodads that make up the B set. And let me do this. Okay. Here's the A set. We'll move this off this way. And then the C set will move off to the other side. There we go. So those are the 3 sets of doodads. 4 if you count the original. The default layer. So the ones on top will be on every single set. And all the others are variations. Now you can already see that there's some, like that guy right here. Oh, wait, what? Yeah, cheese wheel. That's, we've got varying sizes on all these different ones, so. But the rotation is wrong. You can see the rotation is almost identical on every single one. So that's something we're going to have to work on. And yeah, if you tried to load each one of these as a model, keep in mind, there's like 300 or something on here. So yeah, let's... yeah, each set seems to have between 200 and 300 each. And that's for this one. So you don't want to have to load the same model 300 times. So loading the model and then running these as instances. If we could set that up, which we should be able to do, that would actually be ideal. So I think what we'll do there is identify the first one of each model, and we'll have that load as the model, and then the rest will be loaded as nulls, but with instancing attached to them. At least that's my thought. Alright, so yeah, we'll have to deal with rotation. But other than that, we're actually doing pretty damn well. Just the fact that this thing loads, I mean, we still have to deal with, texturing. But, that's a minor inconvenience. Alright, guys. I think I'm tired. Been doing this for about 2.5 hours. Got pretty damn far. Got nulls importing. Got them properly positioned. Got to fix the rotations. Yeah, I'm thinking about that too, but, it might not be a terrible thought to just let them, be in the set. You have the instances set to local. They're not going to care where the original one's placed. Well, no, because here, let me give you a quick look. Let me load up a model. It doesn't matter what. Do I have anything in my other Lightwave? No. Okay. Let me find something real quick. Just any sort of model. Okay, this will be interesting. Alright, so let's go in here. Oh, I don't have anything in there? Okay. Okay. No, don't load that. Alright, so I have loaded a Cylon Raider. Now, granted, this isn't something you'd see in World of Warcraft, but, it's just a model. Now, positioning it, anywhere in the set, well, we'll do whatever. Now, let's create an instance on this point. So, what we do is we go to Instancer, Instance Generator, and then we tell it to go to our Cylon Raider. And we'll set that to there. And now if we tell it to shade, there. Now that is not going to affect any other instance I create. And just to make things a little easier when we do stuff later, let's take that down to like 20%. And now, just because, I can. As you can see, each one is going to have its own instance. So, even though we, can be in here, here we'll see, so each one of these nulls is going to have its own instance of the Cylon Raider. It's not going to affect anything. And we're just going to have the base one, right here. But it won't affect these because, they're localized to them. And that's what we'll be doing with the models. We'll have one loaded up, so, we'll have this one say will actually be the Cylon Raider. So let's just say that one is the Cylon Raider. The the next time it detects a Cylon Raider, so, let's say all these jars right here are all, Cylon Raiders, or all these bottles are Cylon Raiders. It will add the null, open them up, and then add our instance generator, just like we did with the others. It's a 20% Cylon Raider. So, unless we actually go in here and make a change to this specific one, it's not going to make a difference if we make a change to this one. I mean, if this one was, if these were set to world, yeah, that would make a difference, because then they'll all be instanced. But we set it to local, that means, it's not going to pay attention to movement, position, scale, or anything. That's going to be its own instance based on the null, not on the model. So, trying to, do something... I have no idea how I would actually set this up to have a single instance system run all of them. Now, in theory, I could do it with like a point cloud, but point clouds don't give you, heading, pitch, and scale information, just position data. So I would need to find a way, polygon maybe. We go in there, we build a polygon. So there's all that. Can you explain to me what you mean by instancer doing global changes? Since each one of these has its own instance, there is no real globals to make. I mean, if I change the scale here, that only affects that instance. So I don't know how to do a global instance change. Besides, I wouldn't want to. I'd want them to all have the same, raw data and change only the null. Because the null is what would have rotation, scale, and position data. So how do you do a global change? Yeah, see, I haven't used DP's version yet. I've only used the default one that comes with, Lightwave. So now I could do, shit like this, where I'm going, hey, look, I put a Cylon Raider everywhere that you see a point. I suppose I could do that to polygons too. So on this model, there's a Cylon Raider on every polygon. Ooh, I can actually, tell it to only do certain textures. Neat. But yeah, I'm talking about using the default one. It makes the most sense to me. Oh, wow. Didn't know I could do this. Align to normal. There we go. 5,000. The building swarming with Cylon Raiders. Distribution, uniform. Random, uniform. Relax of 40. Oh, God. That's kind of disturbing. There. 2,000. And then we could do, rectangular arrays, motion arrays, splines. But doing surface, that's kind of interesting. That's just funny. Okay. There we go. No more Cylon Raiders. That is the downside of the instancer. Now, you're saying that DP's instancer could take all these nulls and apply a single mesh to all of them? Is that how his works? I don't know if I can apply instance data to from a plugin. Probably not. I'm pretty certain, though, I do have access to instance data from Lightwave itself, which is why I was going to use the default stuff from Lightwave. By using their default instance generator. Is this... Why does that look fuzzy? Oh. Camera, are you a heartless bitch again? Okay. It's just a poor camera, then. Alright. Yeah, I'll take a look at DP's instancer, but this will more than likely be an instance where, no pun intended, where I'm actually going to just use the default one. And if people want to convert it over, they're going to have to look into that. If I can access DP's version, I will see about adding a functionality for that later on. Or, an alternative. It'll look for DPs, and if it doesn't find it, then it'll use the default. That will be the ideal way to do it. If I can apply a plugin and its data from a generic plugin. So far, I don't know how to do that. There might be a command for it. I don't know. Okay, so as I was saying, I'm gonna leave things here. I'm gonna shave and then take a shower because I'm kind of tired and I want to get this down to a nice goatee. May or may not stream tomorrow. That's completely dependent on how my system performs after I get it reinstalled. I won't be getting the RAM until about 1 or 2 p.m. my time. Hopefully that gives me enough time to get everything together. And afterwards, I think I'm going to... I think we might play Batman tomorrow. Give this thing something of a workout. Granted, Batman's not a workout, but give it something to do. I don't know what yet. I'll figure it out. I'm glad to have gotten nulls in here. We definitely need to make a progress bar of some kind. So, maybe we'll work on that tomorrow. Who knows? Alright, thanks for joining me. I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I will see you Tuesday. Wait, tomorrow is Tuesday. I will see you Wednesday. As always, you can donate. The link here. You can donate up here at Patreon. You can follow me on Twitter so you'll know if I'm not going to stream tomorrow because of the damn computer. I'll also keep you up to date with some pictures. I'll try to, at least. I haven't really done that with Twitter yet. And as always, you can watch me on any of the 3 up here. Please like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave comments if you enjoy the video or you have a thought on something I did wrong or something that could help improve and solve some of these problems. If anybody knows how to solve the rotation thing, let me know! Alright, that's about it. Thanks for joining me. I will see you later. Bye!